Hello kids, today we'll start with our chapter 4, our neighbors. So you can see that there are two houses and two people coming from this house and one people from coming for this house, and they are shaking hands. It means they are neighbors. So today we are going to learn about neighbors. So what we are going to learn? That all the places and the people around our house from our neighborhood, that is called as our neighbors. And people living close to one another means nearby our houses, is called neighbors. We humans are social by natures. Social interaction, friendship and timely helping are inherent in us. Neighbor, the very mention of the word brings in our mind the image of the people next door, living in close proximity who directly affects the social environment we live in. So therefore we need our neighbors. We need our neighbors for so many things, for celebrations, for so many discussions, anything, gossiping and everything. A good neighbor should be helpful and be there to count on in case or any crisis. Helping each other fosters closeness, understanding and better social interaction. It is accepted that a good neighbor possesses nice qualities like dependability, harmony and honesty to create a pleasant neighborhood. Secondly, a good neighbor should respect your intimacy, so he should not interfere with your private life if you do not allow him. So therefore, we want our neighbors with us. We should have some neighbors around our houses and we want them in our life, because without neighbors, without our surrounders, we just cannot live in. Now, we will start with our chapter 5, our neighborhood. Our neighborhood means the places which are nearby our houses and which helps us in different things. So it can be a market, it can be a hospital, it can be a post office, a school, a police station, a fire station or a bank. So it can be anything. A regular gathering of people where people purchase of different things, vegetables, fruits, very different kinds of things, so that is called as a market. A hospital is a place where people who are sick go to the hospital to the doctor for taking care or for their treatments. There are so many doctors and nurses over there who take care of the patients. A post office is a facility forming part of a postal system for posting, receipt, sorting, handling, transmission or delivery of mail. So post office is for the transmission of your letters, your like any parcels are there, anything are there, they can transferred from one place to another. A school is an institution where you teach, where the teachers teach and the students are being taken care under the teachers' guidance. Police station or a station house is a building where the police officers are there and the criminals or the one who do the ill things are being caught over there and they are put in the jail. A fire station is a structure or the area set aside of a storage of firefighting apparatus. This is generally used when there is a fire in somewhere or somewhere place. Now, we will go to the chapter 6, that is places of worship. Places of worship is a place where all the people worship for their God. We have different religion in our countries. Accordingly, according to the religion, different people worship to different God. But God is only one, but it is just divided only into the religion. As we can see that the mosque are there, temple is there, church, Gurudwara and also different temples are also there which can be collect. Now, a mosque is a place where the Islam people worship. Mosque is a place where Islam people serves a prayer in the form of like their in the form of like giving a respect to their God or a prayer to their God, and it is a center for information, education and dispute settlement. A Hindu temple, Devalayam, Devasthanam, Mandir is a place where the followers of Hinduism go and they worship their God. Like we have Ganesha, we have Mahalakshmi and different kind of gods. In Christian religion, a church is being built and therefore we see a Jesus Christ is being prayed over there. Gurudwara is a meaning to the gateway to Guru, is a place where worship of Sikhs, the follower of Sikhs, goes there. Now, let's move to the chapter 7. What are things made of? Things can be made up of plastic, tin, brass, bronze, or anything. So let's learn about this. It can be made up of wood, paper, rubber, cotton fiber, leather, nylon, glass, metals, and plastics. So anything. Okay. Now, wood is hard, fibrous tissue found in many plants. Wood is organic material, a natural composite of cellulose fibers which are strong in tension, embedded in a matrix of lignin which resist compression. Paper is a thin material mainly used for writing upon, printing upon, drawing, or for packaging. Natural rubber, also called as a China rubber or couch chalk, is an elastomers that was originally derived from a latex, a milky colloid produced by some plants that is called as a natural rubber. Cotton is a soft, fluffy staple fiber that grows in a bowl or protective capsule around the seeds of cotton plants of genus Gossypum. Leather is a durable and flexible material created via the tanning of traceable animal rawhide and skin, primarily cattle hide. Nylon is generic designation for a family of synthetic polymers known as generically. So these are the things which are generally used to make different kinds of things. Now, we will move to the next chapter, that is 8, our houses. And our house is a special that we call it as my home. There are different types of houses. So in this chapter, we will learn about different types of houses. Like the first one is a bungalow. A bungalow is a type of house with varying meaning across the world. Bungalow is a single bungalow, single type of a house which is on the ground floor and there is no around or nearby the house. Stilt houses or pile dwellings or parasite are houses raised on piles over the surface of soil or on a body of water. Stilt houses are built primarily as a protection against flooding but also serve to keep out vermin. An igloo or a snow house is a type of a shelter built on a snow. A tent is a shelter consisting of sheets and fabric which is generally used in the trips and all where the people go. They put a tent and they stay there. Karwa is a movable house which moves on wheels from place to place. So it is like moving from one place to another. A houseboat is a boat that has been designed or modified to be used. It is a kind of a boat, but it is in a form of an house. So therefore it is a houseboat. Primarily as a human dwelling, these are floating houses which float on water. So generally these are the houses which floats on water. Now we'll move to the chapter 9, plant life. How is the plant life? Now we'll go and see what is plant life. Trees, parts of a plant, the roots, stem, leaf, flowers, fruits and seeds. These are the parts of the plant. These are the things of the plants. So according to this, we will learn about this now. A tree is a perennial woody plant. It is most often defined as a woody plant that has many secondary branches supported clear of the ground on a single main stem or trunk with clear apical domains. A shrub or bush is distinguished from a tree by its multiple stems and shorter height, usually under 5 to 6 meters tall. A large number of plants can be either shrubs or trees, depending on the growing condition they experience. A herb is a plant that is valued for flavor, scent, medicinal or other qualities. Herbs are used in cooking as medicines and for spiritual purposes. Climbing plants and wall shrubs cover walls, fences, unsightly features, arcs, obelisks and pergolas.